The levels of managers. The levels of managers depends on the specific size of the organization. For a small organization, you only have a single manager governing or managing its employees. For a medium organization, we have the top manager. Under him will be the front line managers who manages the employees. For large organization, we have the top manager. Under him are the middle managers, and they are the ones managing the frontline managers and the managers managing the employees. Top managers are responsible for the overall performance of the organization. They are the ones who formulate strategies, provide leadership, evaluate and shape the method of organizing, and control the direction of the organization in the effort to accomplish goals. Top managers usually hold the titles such as Chief Executive Officer, President, Chairman, or Senior Vice President. Middle managers has direct has to direct the activities of other managers and sometimes also of those operating employees. They work with top managers and coordinate with peers to develop and implement action plans to accomplish organization objectives. Examples of middle managers are the dean of the business school in a university, the plant manager in a manufacturing concern, and the branch manager of a trading firm. Lower level managers are responsible for leading employees in the day to day tasks, which contribute to the organization's goals. Of the various levels of managers, they are the ones in the direct contact with the employees. Because of this, they are also referred to as the first line or frontline managers. Apart from performing other managerial functions of planning, directing, and organizing, their tasks include correcting errors or solving problems directly related to the production of goods and services. What are the different types of managers? The line managers, they are directly concerned with accomplishing the goals of the organization. The decisions they make with regards to operations are expected to be final and must be implemented. For example, the university president, the dean, and the department heads all have line responsibilities. The staff managers are in charge of units that provide support to the line units. In doing their work, they use special expertise to advise the line workers. The director of personnel and the controller are examples of staff managers. Line managers are directly concerned with accomplishing the goals of the organization. The decisions they make with regards to operations are expected to be final and must be implemented. For example, the university president, the dean, and the department heads all have line responsibilities. Staff managers, okay, they are in charge of units that provide support to the line units. In doing their work, they use special expertise to advise the line workers. The director of personnel and the controller are example of staff managers. Line and staff functions for line managers, okay, departments or employees of a firm that perform core activities contributes directly to the business of the firm, for example, manufacturing and marketing departments. For staff functions, we have departments or employees of a firm that perform a support function that contributes indirectly to the business of the firm, for example, human resource and finance departments. Allocating authority for line managers, someone in the direct line or chain of command who has formal authority over people and resources, while staff manager, they are managers who are functional area specialists that give advice to line managers. Administrators are managers working in government or in non-profit organizations. Example include school administrators, provincial administrators, and hospital administrators. Management skills. One of the management skills is technical skills, which refer to the abilities to use special proficiencies or expertise in performing specific tasks. They refer to the use of tools, techniques, and specialized knowledge. Examples of technical skills are an accountant preparing a financial report, an architect working on a building plan, and a professor writing a book. For human skills, it, they refer to the abilities to work well in cooperation with the persons, whether they are subordinates, peers, or superiors. A person with good human skills will have a high degree of self awareness and a capacity for understanding or empathizing with the feelings of others. Third, management skills. Okay, we have conceptual skills, refer to the ability of the manager to see the organization as a whole and to solve problems in a way that benefit the total system. And specifically, the manager who possesses these skills expected to analyze and solve complex problems. Thus, a manager with good conceptual skills will have the mental capacity to perform the following. They should be able to identify the problems and opportunities. They have to gather and interpret relevant information and execute problem solving decisions that serve the organization's purpose. We have here an illustration for first line managers, middle managers, top managers. So for first line managers, we have here, they need to have conceptual skills, human technical, but they are more on human skills, as well as middle managers need to have more also in conceptual as well as in human, and they should also have the technical skills. For top managers, they are more on conceptual, they are also more in human and less in technical. Managerial roles. The manager is expected to lead his unit or department in achieving his objective. Since he is bound to interact with people and deal with processes. In attempt to produce results, the manager assumes the roles as various as the following. We have here interpersonal roles. These are the roles the manager plays when he interacts with others. The specific role under this category are figurehead. He acts as the symbolic head of the organization, and as a result, he is expected to perform a number of duties of a legal or social nature. Being a leader, this role makes the manager responsible for the motivation and activation of subordinates. As such, he is responsible for actions of staffing, training, and other associated duties. As a liaison, the manager makes contacts with individuals in and out of the organization to facilitate the accomplishment of work in his department. Second role of a manager is what we call the informational roles. A very important aspect of the manager's job is to receive and communicate information. Other information roles we have here uh, as a monitor. The manager is expected to collect information that will be useful in performing his job. In acting as a monitor, he handles all mails and contacts categorized as concerned primarily with receiving information using such sources as new bulletin, special magazines, and observation tours. Second, and still under information rules, we have this disseminator. There are certain types of information that the manager may consider useful to subordinates. The manager sees to it that relevant income information is properly shared with subordinates. And third, under information rules, manager is also a spokesperson. There are occasions when outsiders seek information about the organization, and the manager, as spokesperson, accordingly, the manager sees to it that his views are heard on occasions requiring his presence, such as board and meetings. Third role of a manager is decisional role. As decision maker, the manager assumes the following roles. One is that he is as an entrepreneur. The manager searches the organization is environment for opportunities and initiates projects to bring positive change. He also supervises the design of certain projects. His role as entrepreneur requires participation in strategy and review sessions involving initiative or design of projects to improve performance. Second, disturbance handler. The manager is expected to respond to unwelcome pressures by formulating strategies and reviewing such disturbances. And still under decisional roles, the manager also is considered to be a resource allocator. The manager is responsible for the allocation of organizational resources of all such as personal, funds, machines, or buildings and facilities to individual employees or units. Now, what is an organization? An organization is a collection of people working together to achieve a common purpose. It is the means used by people to achieve certain objectives. All right, there are two kinds of organization in general. We have government and private. For government, it is composed of corporate and non-corporate. For private, we have profit-seeking and non for profit. What are the common characteristics of organization? We have coordination of effort, second, common goal or purpose, and third, division of labor, and fourth, hierarchy of authority. What are the basic principles of management? We have division of labor, authority, discipline, unity of command, unity of direction, subordination, and individual interest to general interest, remuneration, centralization, scholar chain, and order. What are the basic principles of management? Still, we have equity, stability of tenure, initiative, and spirit de corps. What are the basic principles of organization? Principle of objective, principle of analysis, principle of simplicity, and principle of functionalization.